Jai Shri Gurudev. In today's class, let us talk about this I section and how we are going to find out the centroid for this I section. Now, first, let us draw the centroid as axes. See somewhere over here, x axis, and y axis is going to cut this figure into two equal halves. Now, let us break them down into the known component sizes. First, this rectangle, then it's going to be this one. This is going to be a component 2, followed by the base one, which is going to be the component 3. Let us mention them over here. The base breadth is 80, depth is 10. This is component 1 plus the breadth is 10, depth is 40. This is our component 2 plus the breadth is 25, depth is 24. This is going to be our component 3. Now let us, as usual, carry on with our table. The first column is going to be components, followed by area in square. Next is xi in Next is yi in a into x in cube, and then a into y in cube. Alright, so we have three different components. Component 1, 2, 3. Now, what is the component 1? The breadth is 80, depth is 10. So, it's going to be 80 into 10. The next one is breadth is 10, depth is 40. 10 into 40. The last one, breadth is 25, depth is 24. So 25 into 24. Now coming to xi, they have already mentioned x-axis and y-axis, so this is obviously our origin. Now coming to the first component along y-axis is where our centroid is going to be found. Okay, so from this y-axis to the y-axis is going to be x1, that is 80 divided by 2, which is 40. The second component is this. Again, given that it is symmetrical about y-axis, the xi value remains same for all the three components. So write 40 and 40 over here. Coming to yi, this is where it is going to change. For this given first component, the centroid lies at the distance of d by 2, that is 10 divided by 2, which is 5. But we are calculating from the origin. So from the origin to this particular point, what is the distance? We have to cross 24 plus 40 plus 5. So it is 24 plus 40 plus 5 to reach this particular point. So make sure that you are going to mention the value, which comes out to be 69. The second component is this. So for this component, what is the centroid? So it is d by 2, but d by 2 from here. So it is 40 divided by 2, 20. But from your origin, what is the distance? From the origin, what is the distance? It is 24 plus 20. It is 24 plus 20, which is 44. The third one is going to be over here itself. So this is 24 divided by 2. So that is 12 mm. Now let us fill in a into x. So the first one is going to be 800 into 40, which is 32, followed by 3 zeros. The next one is 400 into 40. Now let us fill in a into y. So the first value is going to be 55200, and the next value is going to be 17600. The next one is going to be 7200. Now let us calculate summation. First, summation of area, that is 800 plus 400 plus 600, which is 1800. The next one, a into x, 32000 plus 16000 plus 24000. So it is going to be 72000. The next one, 55200 plus 17600 plus 7200. So this value is 80 followed by 3 zeros. Now as usual, x bar is equal to summation a into x divided by summation a. What is a into x? 72,000 divided by 1800. Now if you are going to calculate this, you are going to get a value of 40 mm. Coming to y bar, it's going to be summation a into y divided by summation a. What is a into y? 80,000. 80,000 divided by 1800. So this is going to be 44.44 mm. Now if you can see, in the previous example what we had solved, there also your x bar was lying on your y axis. Now also your x bar, that is 40 mm, is going to lie on your y axis. Can you see that the y axis, what we have considered over here? From origin, this distance is 40. Okay, so whenever you have a symmetrical figure, if a given axis is going to cut it into two symmetrical halves, into two equal halves, then directly you can write the centroid about whichever axis it is going to cut. So along that particular axis you can write your centroid. So here in my case, along y axis, if you can see, is the symmetrical axis, and this is going to break that given figure into two equal halves. So along x axis, if I traverse, my x bar is going to be 40 mm.